All right. Shall we get started then?
Certainly.
So when we left off, everyone was still in Ko's room.
Giggity.
Spoon had gone to the alchemist.
Nani?
I did. Harry.
Oh, Ari went to. I'm sorry.
Eric went to the
Oh
alchemist.
yeah,
'cause
we
Tom
ended with
was too
all
much
of
of a
us in the room
teenager.
though, and Spoon acting like the father of the whole group.
You kids today with your sacrificing to profane wannabe deities.
That sounds about right.
Spoon came in the room and was like, "Silence! I kill you."
Talks becoming the sassy middle child. Do I look like a carpenter? I'm not. Look at my large hands.
All I can think of when I heard you saying that on the last one was, "Do I look like a carpenter?" Was like the crude joke where the woman was like, "Oh, honey, can you fix the sink?" And he's like, "Do I look like a plumber? Call the plumber," you know? And she's like, "Oh, the roof is leaking. Do you think you could fix that?" And he's like, "Do I look like I'm a builder?" Blah blah blah. And so he like comes home and he asks his wife what she was doing. She's like, "Oh, the neighbor came over and was like, could you bake me a cake, or screw him." And he was like, "Oh, what kind of cake did she make?" And she's like, "I'm not a baker."
Ooh. Ooh.
So every time you were like, "I'm not a carpenter," that's all I heard in my head.
Well, Talk's not a baker either, I suppose.
Not with that attitude.
We're just gonna like take Talk
Gotta do
over
the cooking by the book.
to an engineer and make his torso an oven, and all the food that he consumes turns the insides into fire so that we can just bake things inside of him on the go.
That feels weird. That's like because
Can I still be heard?
You can
Yes.
now.
You can.
it's just like
Quality any different?
it
It's
sounds
a
a bit
little
more
louder.
crisp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good.
This is the first time the physical wired headphones have actually worked for my phone.
Oh,
I
Well,
thought they worked
nice.
the other day with me.
Excellent.
That was on the tablet.
Oh.
I'm using the USB-C to aux adapter because this phone doesn't have a headphone jack.
None of them do anymore.
Yeah,
all right.
not a
well,
fan of that.
From what I remember, we were in the middle of an argument on how to proceed, or whether or not Spoon was going to be okay with not basically like sacrificing Ko for the greater good, or
Except
something to that
even
effect.
though sacrificing her wouldn't actually be for the greater good, if anything, it would cause more problems.
Right, but
I
I'm
said
pretty
Talk
sure
nothing
that was,
about killing or sacrificing Ko.
well, whether or not you were okay with the situation of intentionally and with purpose, like going after bad guys to get her kill number up, or
Murder.
I think the other option that somebody threw out was trying to break the contract.
Yeah, that
which-
was me, I think.
Or making me an executioner's assistant.
Oh, that was also an option.
Yeah.
All
I
I
feel
know
like that'd be
is
the weirdest way to take it,
I-
though.
Talk wrapped me in a blanket, and I'm not allowed to speak. I think like my mouth is covered.
After talking to the entire group with a sheet over his head the entire time until that moment.
Yes.
Don't worry.
And then Ko tried to tell you guys that we could just go and do whatever, and as bad guys came along, we could choose to take care of them as need be. And everybody was like, no, we're going on a murder spree.
I have said no such thing.
Look, paraphrasing.
Okay.
Jeff, what
I don't
time of
know
day is it?
I don't know if Jeff left or not. I
It's
can't hear.
still early.
So it's not even lunchtime.
Yeah, not even lunchtime yet.
The best kind
Okay.
of drunkenness. Day drunkenness.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes.
Well, we finished mending the door.
Excellent.
Right. So what do you guys do?
Or are we just picking up the conversation where we left off, y'all?
Yep. Best
All right.
off.
Well, I'll be sitting here silent while I listen to what Spoon has to say about all this.
I believe talk was going off about how he believed that this is probably going to happen whether or not we like it or not.
It's best to leave the situation in our control rather than the control of something that clearly doesn't give a shit about what any living person thinks.
Listen, I have put up with quite a bit when I've been part of this collection of people. Should I continue to be within your presence, I believe I, more than anyone else here, is at risk of losing something. And it's not my soul. I have been a servant of the Changebringer for over 200 years. I have a connection with something that I would very much not like to lose, and dabbling with sacrificing the immortal souls of anything, be it creature or humanoid or what have you, likely would have me standing on the precipice. Conversely, I am also at something of an impasse, because I have received the boon rather recently, which is something I have not received in all of the time that I have had these powers. My character is going to turn to Ko. I believe we have gotten vastly off topic, and I would like to finish my investigation, I guess we could call it, Miss Koto.
Your investigation?
Correct. I was brought here under the pretenses that Irie was possessed, and that you were apparently attempting to deceive us in some way, which, so far as I have seen, everyone is trying to tell me that apparently Jewel was screaming bloody murder because she saw your fetching tattoos? My character shrugs.
Oh, right. When Jewel thought I had murdered Kotka, or myself, after she thought I murdered you. Yeah. Uh, I'll instead of uh, changing my entire attire, I'm just gonna pull the wig off real quick so that you see that you've seen the pictures. I think the new updated ones with color.
All I remember is the one with the white and the black, but I remember you saying something about being one green and the other black.
Yeah, hold on. I'll post the picture real quick. Desktop. It's not 100% finished. Of fucking course it's like that. It's not a. Oh, did I download that by accident? Why did that open? That can't be it. That says Star Jumper.
That's it.
Okay. I opened it and it was that weird table thing that they were opening earlier and oh, it's missing things. If you click on it and choose to download it to your computer, that's what my character looks like. I don't feel like digging for the one that doesn't do that. But that's just, I'll pull the wig off and that's basically how her hair falls is what you see in that.
Alright, in response to this, my character getting a good look at you, he's going to press both of his palms together, bring them very close to his mouth, and then point the digits at you after a short period of time. Stop it.
Stop what?
Getting further and further to the perfect center of my strike zone. Now, am I to assume this is what caused Jewel here to begin screaming bloody murder, that you were someone else?
Oh, yes. Apparently my facial features were not enough to convince her that I had not murdered myself.
That
Well,
seems
to
logical.
be
Jewel
honest,
seems a bit tipsy. How can I help you, Irie?
you do have a lot of bloody runes on you, so that kind of enhanced the effect of murdering someone.
To be fair, my makeup is covering those up right now, so nobody could see those. And I'm not about to take the makeup off just to put the makeup right back on.
All right. So to conclude, here is the events as I understand. After having to have left the crypt, I bid you good day. Under the
Oh.
premise that, how can I help you with
My God. Who was the last one out of the crypt?
That would be.
Talk or Irie?
Did you close it?
No.
No,
We have every door propped open.
We did not prop
except
open
for
the
the
door.
spider room.
No, we did. Remember, we didn't prop open the door that led from the healing fountain to the main room. Because
I
You
remember,
guys
we closed
chose
that
not
behind
to do
us.
that?
I thought we closed all of the doors on our way out.
No, we didn't
No.
close all the inside doors, but from the pool room to the what's it called? I remember very vividly. We closed that one because we're like, just in
No, we
case we're taking.
They put a slab in that one.
Why?
Yeah,
Why would we
every
do that?
single door from the opening all the way to the spider room is open with a casket door right now.
Well, I'll be right back, guys. Anyone want to come with me?
What is
I don't
it?
think that's a
I'm
good
not going to go
idea.
with you, but I will cast Long Strider just so you get there a little bit faster.
Okay.
I'll just
Haseo's gonna
shout
go
past
close
him.
the main door.
I'm gonna shout while you're walking. Make sure the halfling's still there.
What?
We
Make
just
sure
got
that-
through fighting a bunch of undead. Would it not be beneficial to
Oh.
make sure she's still dead?
And if she is, maybe throw her in.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if she
I'm
came back to
gonna-
life, it'd be a shame if she kicked your ass for a second time.
Well, good luck.
Do you think the dead hold grudges?
I am
most certainly.
going
Yes.
to go to the halfling's body first, and if
Okay.
she is still there, I will grab her and bring her into the crypt.
Okay, yes. The body is still there, so you can drag her body down into the crypt.
I'll pick her up. Like I'm respectful to the dead.
Okay.
Sure.
Not while this one is living, but while she's dead, it was a life, and I try to cherish life as much as possible.
I love how you specify that. Jeff's
Your
like,
life
you can
matters
drag her
after
into
it's
the.
been
You can drag her to the
snuffed.
crypt.
Your life
If I could
matters after
interject,
it's
this
gone.
is the one body we haven't looted.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, technically, we looted her while she was alive when we stole her.
You didn't
Everything.
take her
Water
money.
pouch.
You didn't take her weapons. You didn't take her armor. You didn't
Who
take
the
her
fuck
ever.
wants to use a
We
whip
took
and
the
dagger?
crowbar.
You appropriated
water
the crowbar.
And a
We
water
don't use theft in this house.
So, on that topic, it can take however long it takes. I'll be gone for a minute. I will take her whip, and that's it.
Okay.
Well, now we've stolen from her.
She's dead.
My
She
character doesn't
technically
know
own
that.
Doesn't
anything.
count
She-
at that point.
She doesn't own anything anymore.
That's a tax.
This stupid person tax.
Yes.
Hashtag on life tax.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like a 10 to 20-minute walk, so I'll be there for now.
Yeah. It'll take you about an hour to do everything.
All right.
Long Strider.
All right.
So
While
I'm
Haseo was
raising
away,
my hand.
what are the rest of you doing?
My hand is still raised
Oh,
because
Yes,
my
Miss
mouth
Yu.
has been covered.
I don't remember doing that. I think somebody else
You-
did that.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
I think I told you to shh multiple times. I don't think I actually covered your face. I was like, shh, just stop talking. Shh, shh.
I think I just swaddled you in a blanket like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. So
And then you
okay.
asked for clarification, and I jokingly said yes of what he exactly was doing after several options.
Okay, regardless, I'm raising my hand because I've been told not to talk. So I am waiting for permission. Like the good drunk
Jewel.
bard I
You're
am.
good.
Thank you. Can we just let this nightmare be over and maybe go give the books to Ziggy and just can it just be over?
yes.
You haven't
please.
given the books to Scrivener yet?
Look, fuck. Zampiros. It's been a lot since we said goodbye. Okay, I went from partaking in a very displeasurable experience to
To murder.
apparently murdering people who are still alive, to murdering myself, to Jewel being tackled, and we just haven't made it there yet.
To be fair, after that experience, it seems like multiple of us here could use a bit of a cheering up.
Okay, let's go then. And I get up like a burrito and start hopping towards the door.
Talk's gonna be nice enough to undo the fucking swaddle that Jules wrapped up and is like, but if you're drunk as is, you're gonna need your arms to catch yourself at some point, guaranteed.
I'm still hopping.
I just imagine if we left her like that she like has to roll some checks and then fails and then falls to the floor and then caterpillar crawls the rest of the way.
I am mean,
You
but
do
I am
what
not
you
cool.
gotta do. If no one's following, I'm still hopping.
I'm
Right
following,
on
but I'm gonna stop at the innkeeper on our way if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talk will come with because he has the books, so he's kind of.
Harry
quiet.
has paid for understanding.
Until the burrito starts hopping through.
Oh, we also need to turn in that charcoal sketch that proves that one dude's royalty. Burnell, is it?
Yes.
Barnow, yeah.
Where are we even supposed to meet him at?
We also had a task from Hallwart,
Who?
didn't we?
No,
Hallwart? We didn't?
she just happened to be at the tavern that day.
Oh. I thought 3 people sent us in there for things.
Well,
There was the
yeah,
books,
there was a holy
there was
person
the-
that told Zump to keep an eye on
Oh,
everybody else.
that's right. Okay, that's right.
It was basically like, hey, so they plan on robbing a crypt. You mind keeping an eye on them?
We would never.
Too late.
Very well. Well, I understand this has been a trying day, Mrs. Gotika, and I will take my leave of you, all of you, and I will be at specified location for the foreseeable future. Good day.
Good day, Zimperis.
Error in
I'm-
files. Specified location not found.
I'm gonna stick my wig back on before we leave this room.
Okay.
The acolyte background essentially says that people of my faith or temples of my faith can put me up in places, but I kind of took that background in assumption that I'd have a place to stay. So I don't exactly know where I'm going. unless halfway wants to say I have a townhouse somewhere.
Well, no.
He's got an Airbnb.
There's like a place that a communal home used by everyone who works at the shrine.
Oh, right. One last thing. Let's see. Could I observe, talk, and co to see who is more egregiously wounded?
I am at full.
I feel like some numbers did not get carried over correctly. Hold on. Because I could have sworn I was definitely injured, and my character sheet is not representing that.
Well, we did have a short rest.
And some people did drink from the fountain.
That's right.
But talk on
Oh,
your
yeah, no, so I should be at like half health, because I only got 1 health back from my hit dice and 1 health back from the, what's it called?
But then one of us healed you.
Yes.
I don't remember.
That actually might have put me back up to full. Maybe that's why my character sheet's at full now.
Yes.
Okay.
I distinctly don't remember anybody healing you, so I'm just going to just round it off. Here you go.
Pretty sure.
Rebooting. Just turns it off, turn it back. Oh, yeah, no, if I wasn't at full health before, I'm at full health now, guaranteed.
Why is that
So, yeah,
not
so
showing?
Talk's good.
Still hopping towards Ziggy.
Talk's going with since he has the books.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I'm still
See you
stopping
later,
at the
Zimperos.
innkeeper. And when I stop at said innkeeper, I'm gonna slide 5 gold his way
Okay.
and say, I need a room, a new room that nobody knows which room it is.
Fuck me, Jeff.
You're the one hopping. Drunk and hopping. Okay.
What happened? Oh no.
She fell while hopping.
What? What? I put all my points into bartering.
Well, we get to see the caterpillar.
Yeah, the question is though, did she fall down the stairs or in the hallway?
Oh no. We're on the second floor.
I'm gonna say the hallway.
Okay.
And she's just because I was gonna say we said that we unwrapped her, right? So she's
Yep.
just hopping for the sake
I'm
of
just
hopping.
hopping. Just
For the
hopping.
sake of hopping, yes. So you
Talks
have
just
a drunk bard trying to hop for no particular reason other than to hop.
I'll look up at Symphiros and say, and you thought I was the one possessed?
I was told you were the one possessed.
Look at your sources.
It's crawling on the floor.
Why do you
right
think
now.
I went? Why do you think I came here to confirm?
I should have left the wig on. I don't know what she's talking about.
But Talk's gonna check up on Jewel because face meets floor. Usually the floor
jeez.
wins.
Well, the fact that she is not burritoed physically, she can
I'm all right.
put her arms out and stop herself, but she's just chosen to do this.
I'm all right. I'm getting up, just going to Ziggy. That's it.
Dude, are you okay to walk? Are you?
I just want this to be over. I
I understand that, but it's
Come
gonna.
on, robot boy. Carry the books. And I'm going to Ziggy.
Talk's just gonna like pause for a moment and just palms together, bottom of the jaw, just concern equals maximum. All right, let's go.
Did the innkeeper accept my 5 gold?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He just kind of scoops them into his pocket and just shakes his head like, how did I get involved in this?
How did I make all this money today?
Yeah, that is a good point. Like,
Yeah, he's made a lot of money, so he's not going to turn you guys away at this point.
a normal meal is worth maybe like 10 silver. We gave
10,
him like
more
a
like
shit ton
2
of
to
gold.
5.
Very
Yeah.
many.
It depends how many you're feeding. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's going to Ziggy's now? Ziggy's in his store?
Yeah, after
Everybody
I've
but
acquired
Teo.
a new room that nobody knows the number of this time, I will be following over to Ziggy.
All right. So everyone is going except for Hiseo, who's still at the crypt. And Sympiros, I guess you went back to the shrine.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So it's Ko, Jewel, Talk, and Airy that's going to see Ziggy.
I'm more going to see what the bard does.
It's like watching
Kind
a
of like
sitcom.
a train wreck. You can't turn your eyes.
I just want it to be said, in all fairness, my intention was not to be drunk. You guys spoke that into existence, and I'm just going with it.
Like, my intention wasn't to make you and Talk investigators Sherlock Holmesing it the entire last session either, but here we were.
I'm just happy to be here.
You guys make your way to Ziggy's little shop, and you find his door's open, and you see him inside, sitting at his desk, making copies of things.
All right, I'm walking
Scribe
up.
Ziggy. Hello.
Oh, welcome! I'm glad that you're back. Do you have anything for me? He kind of puts his hands together and starts tapping his fingertips together.
Talk's just gonna pause for a moment and be like, "I have books, but I also have," and just points over towards Jewel, just like
Who is
this.
standing there, hip cocked, arms crossed, toe tapping, with a very angry face. You left out crucial details. And I'm not happy about it.
Are you not adventurers? Are you not explorers?
Yeah, I'm full of adventure now.
To be perfectly fair, were you aware there's a necromancy cult in that crypt of some sort?
No.
Or spiders.
Well, now you know.
There are
And
spiders.
I hope you did away with that cult.
We do too.
I'm sorry, Colt.
Well, it was something. I mean, it was
To
something.
be fair, Siggy, to be straightforward with you, we've acquired some books. There may be more. We're uncertain. There's a hole in the middle of the crypt where likely more of these cult members are, likely more spiders, likely more undead. But we decided we were done. So we're here to give you the books, and if you want us to fix that, then we'll be glad to do so for a price. But right now, these are the books you get.
And I want an apology.
And she wants an apology.
For what?
For lack of information.
Again, the reason I hired you is because you're adventurers and explorers. Is this not what you do on a regular basis?
Ziggy, you said, go get me books, and she died.
She looks quite healthy to me.
God brought her back.
I don't feel so good.
Scribe
And I'm-
Ziggy, I know it sounds strange, but we are not kidding here. She straight up was. Death and her were on a dinner date for a minute.
I'm
And
gonna
if you'll
look for a
notice,
vase to throw
one
up
of
in.
us is two of us are currently missing. One of us has gone to reclose the crypt because somebody left it open. And the other one will not be returning because they
they're
are
dead.
dead.
I'm gonna find a vase to throw up in.
No, Talk's gonna kind of gesture outside so it's not inside throw up because
Too
that's
late.
gonna smell.
Too late.
Can roll for initiative. Not who gets there first, Talk or Jewel?
I feel like this entire out of character. I feel like this entire first quest was like that first group in Goblin Slayer's quest where they went into the cave and never returned.
Yeah, there's like the one person or two people who survived, but one's like mentally scarred for life, and the other one's like, well, I guess I'm following this guy now. He seems to know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, we're totally that group.
Yeah.
Just give
Which
her
is
an apology or she's going to be here all day.
Fine, I apologize. Now,
It's
what books do you have for me?
A very good question. Let me go ahead and take you through the various ones we have. First and foremost, we have a book by the call of Baneful Dream. From a brief glance, it includes some information on necromancers, some history, some various information. We have a book on the Splendid Treatise on Diplomancy. So, a bit of a philosopher's book, if you will. We have a instructional tome on tumbling, which is literally labeled tumbling. We have a book called Jungle Journey. I didn't write down any notes for this one, so I have no idea what's actually in this book.
If you
And
don't want that one, I'll keep it.
Oh no! I'll take all of them.
and there's one more. I do have a bit of a request for this one though. If once you have made your initial copy, if you wouldn't mind making an initial copy, I know of a place that could use a little happy book like this. This book is called Two Prize, which is a fictional story about a halfling marathon.
Ah, very interesting. Yes. Once I make a copy, yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I believe that brings our total up to 5 books.
Oh, very good. And I promised you 25 a book, correct?
25 a book? Absolutely, you did. 25 gold
Sounds
a
correct.
book.
He takes the books, picks them up and puts them to the side, and he opens up his purse, and he pulls out 125 gold and puts it in a pile in front of you.
Very good. Although, Scribe Ziggy, if I may say, isn't it a bit unsafe to just randomly keep 125 gold on your person?
I don't take it with me when I leave my office.
Suppose that makes sense.
I'm going to take the gold if nobody else has.
Okay.
And that's all. I'll split it amongst ourselves when we meet up again.
We will have many advanced calculations to make.
I'm gonna slink over to the desk where Ziggy is.
Okay.
And just kind of put my arms on the desk and just look at him and be like, what do you need all of these books for anyways? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for nothing. These books carry knowledge, and knowledge in itself is power.
So you're looking for power.
No. Not per se.
All right, Zigster. We'll see you later.
Tox was gonna give Jewel a little pat on the back, it's okay. Calm down your stomach. No more vomit, please.
Oh, yeah. Can I roll insight to see if he really is looking for nothing?
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
As far as you can tell, he's being honest.
Okay. Can I ask you an out of character question that you can't take backsies on?
I don't have to answer it.
That's fair. Wasn't it 5 gold per book?
Yes,
I
it was.
could have sworn it was 25. It's fine.
It was
Everyone
definitely
forgot.
5, but as soon as he said 25, I was like, yeah, and he didn't tell me to roll deception, so
So I think what it was is that we've all been Ziggy forgot about us for 2 days because we've been gone for 2 days. So even he forgot oh yeah, shit, these guys were in a crypt looking for books. I completely fucking forgot. 25 gold, right? He's just pulling a number out of his ass.
Four armed and armored people walk into your building complaining about having died and is seriously intoxicated because of, and complaining about another member dying in the crypt. You think he's going to try and stick to 5?
Yeah,
fair.
good point, because 25 gold was not worth going down there.
No, he's still, in the long run, he's still won out on that.
Yeah, plus not to mention we would have then made more money just going into the crypt. We could have just kept the books and honestly sold them for more of a profit, probably.
With my 18, can I at all tell if he seems like he plans on making copies of these books and reselling them for a higher profit?
Well, you don't need an 18 insight for that. I mean, that's the whole reason he wanted the books. He told you that ahead of time.
Oh, did he?
That's what as Spoon put in. Yeah, that's what he does. He was very honest about it.
That is his job. That's how he makes.
So we made 125 gold, but this motherfucker's about to make millions. Got it.
Probably not millions. Let's be honest.
We're at the bottom of the totem pole. What is this, stalker?
I love that. Millions by transcribing them by hand, page by page.
Yeah, let's.
Certainly, he's got some magic.
A long life side.
He could honestly just hire Talk to Xerox copy them all.
Oh, there you go.
Well, the issue is that after Talk does that twice, or actually it might be 3 times now. Either after he does it twice or 3 times, the previous page will turn invisible. Because he can only have so many of those instances working at once.
Man, it's a good thing that
Good
you're
to
not
know.
like chaotic neutral, because that sounds like some shit I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And then just like never tell him that the other page disappeared and get paid for all that time.
Yeah, no thanks. Cause no.
Well, I told Zigster ciao, and I'm headed back to the tavern.
Talk's slowly evolving into a babysitter here, I feel, because he's the only one that cannot get drunk. So he's like, yeah, this doesn't seem like something I want anybody to go through again, because this seems like an absolute pain in the ass.
Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ignore me, sorry.
You're good. So we planning on meeting up again, or we have? Well, actually, we got to go find that Burnell guy.
Yeah, where's
so that we can
Barnell?
get the other part of our money.
We saw him last in the tavern, but I don't know if he's actually.
I think
You
he
know,
said something about
there.
meeting him in the tavern at some point, like he'll stop by and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll see him.
So I guess for now we just have a little bit of day to kill until he shows up to the tavern again.
On our way out, I'm gonna hand who all went with us. So I think that was Ari, Talk, and Jewel. 20 gold out of that 125. And I don't know how you want to do this, because technically, math-wise, it's 20.8 and 3 infinity. So is that like 83 silver?
So just, I would say the easiest way to do it would, and I guarantee people will be fine with it, just split up 125 6 ways by 20, which leaves us with
20 each.
Or, I mean, like, what's 6 times 20? I'm doing math wrong here. That's 120, which leaves 5 spare gold coins. Just give 1 extra gold to everybody else. Talk doesn't need the
Did I
extra
do
gold
120
coin.
instead of
Or you
25?
I mean, what I've done in previous groups is we create a group kitty, and then anything the group needs comes out of that. So you could always do that. Throw 5 in the pot.
Yeah, if you wanna do that, we could do that.
In character, I feel like it might take a little bit more first. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I had 125.
To be fair, Talk does have the best carrying capacity, but he is also the most charitable. So might
I'll
not
take
be the best.
10 of it so that I can go back up to 117, and then that will leave 115 to either put towards the pile or split 10 between us all, and whatever is left, leave it in the pile. And I think Ari right now has the other money that was going to be split, so that money could just be put into the group funds as well.
Harry doesn't.
Somebody has all the other money. Fuck.
Talk has a portion. I think multiple people collected different amounts of money, so we're just gonna have to fuck around with the math a little bit. It's gonna be a long. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
Figure that out in
Who was the
Discord later.
inventory taker? God damn it.
Not me.
I took some. Let me see. Hold on.
I just remember Jewel hopping around with the gems.
So
I have a random bottle of liquid.
I did create a loot chat in Discord. It hasn't been updated in a little bit.
Unless you gave this to somebody, Talk, that is what you collected from the fire things.
Which thing?
The fire things.
Oh, the bottle of liquid?
No, the fire thing. No, the fire faces.
Where are we looking at this? I do not see any pings.
That shoot fire. She put it in the chat in Roll20. But what we can do, if you guys are cool with it, is I will go back and listen to the recordings and update the loot Discord chat. That way we can figure that offline.
Okay.
Is this why treasurers go insane after a certain amount of time?
Well, I mean, as soon as we figure out who the treasurer is, I feel like that'll be much easier.
Yeah. Because we also got some malachite gems we could sell or keep, I guess. We got actually, I have a good idea for those malachite gems. Never mind. We can sell 2 of them, but the other 6 we're keeping. We have the Lantern of Continuous Light. We have some random tarnished ring that is evidently magical, but no one's been ballsy enough to actually wear it yet. Talk was given a fancy cap.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more jade gem that we have, at least on Talk.
Are we trying to sell stuff right now?
I don't
No,
know.
I
I
think
think
we were just trying to figure out how much money we have going towards the pot.
yeah. Well, let's. Yeah, I guess
We'll figure that out later. We'll discuss who's treasurer, I guess, in a little bit, and then when she figures out who's got what money, then we can deal with all that.
Yeah.
Jeff, what do we know about Barnell as far as where he might be located in the city? I mean, we know he's a nobleman. Would we know of a place other than the tavern to try and locate him?
He's trying to prove
No, he wasn't a nobleman.
He wasn't.
No.
He's trying to prove it.
He's trying to prove. Okay. Well, still, would we know anything about where we could try and locate him?
I don't. Ari didn't. Ari, that was your quest, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't. Ari didn't ask, and he didn't.
I'm sure he'll show up at the tavern.
Okay.
Oh, we have an arcane identify scroll?
Yes.
We could. Well, hold on. Identify, does that reveal the exact. Like, as an example, this random ring that all we know about is magical. Identify would tell us exactly what's up with it.
Yes.
Unless it's cursed.
Unless it's cursed, in which case you would find out what it thinks, what it wants you to think.
Why'd you have to say that? Because now I'm like, I'm gonna roll insight to see if the ring's lying to me. No. So we'll worry about that later. We'll
When we
Yeah.
get to the tavern, I'm going to go into the library.
Okay. There are tons of books along the shelves.
All right, I'm going to find one.
Okay.
Any one.
All right.
I'm not looking for anything in specific, just something to read.
All right. Give me 1 second.
You have found alcohol for dummies. Step 1, don't drink too much. Step 2, don't hop around.
Don't allow yourself to be burritoed.
Step 4, scream into the void and wait for it to scream back.
Step 5, take the sheet off the robot before he starts talking.
Step 6, profit.
More reading.
You, as you said, you did this randomly. So you pull out a book from the shelf that says "The Hide Guide: Learning Leatherworking."
And just
All right, I might skip that one.
Actually, if Talk's still with you, he might actually enjoy taking a look at that.
I might be looking for something a little bit more interesting. Either like history on the town, or something that's got good gossip on a family, or even just like pure fiction. Probably not an instructional guide, though. Maybe something with like some sort of story or some sort of gossip or some sort of history.
Okay. So you are actively looking for something then.
Yes.
Okay.
At least in a general specific.
All right. Well, you do find one book as you're going along that kind of gets you. You're kind of interested in it, and then you're thinking about it. It says fireworks, except when it doesn't. A Wizard's Guide to When Not to Fireball.
Ah.
Fireworks, except when it doesn't. I love that.
Yes. Okay. I'm reading that one. I'm just
Okay.
gonna sit down and read that one.
That
It's
was
right
a
next to
lie.
it's right next to a book that says the Big Book of Spiders.
I
The book about
slowly push that one away.
the book about when not to fireball is a lie. You always fireball.
Fireball.
It turns
first,
out that
questions later.
that
Especially
spider
if
book
there's
is a pop-up
spiders.
book.
There is
Well, I
only
wouldn't
fireball.
know because I'm not opening it.
All right, so you take the Book of Fireballs back to your table.
Wait, the book of fireballs?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a flashback to something that somebody had done where they managed to incure every page with the spell of fireballs and
Oh,
a
geez.
glyph. So
Impressive.
basically, you open the book and then every single fireball on every page cast it at once.
Oh my
So
God.
they basically made a nuclear bomb out of a book.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. How to be frightened 101. Book of Fireball.
Yeah. All right, so Top gets the book on leather working. Jules takes the book on fireballs. Haseo, where are you in the room or are you in the tavern? Because you're there when they return.
I went back to the tavern, so I'm not sure if I got there before or after.
You got there before them.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting at the front because I went to the previous room and saw that there was nobody in it.
Okay. All right, so Haseo is there as you all walk in and do what you need to do.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello there.
Oh, Haseo. And I'll just plop down at the bar, look at the barkeep, and be like, please, your strongest drink. And then just put my head on my arm on the bar.
He takes a look at you, pulls out 2 glasses, turns around, grabs a bottle from the top, dusts it off, pours you a drink, pours him 2, and then slides your drink over to you.
I give him 1 gold.
Okay.
We don't ask for prices in this house.
Yeah, just
I mean, we got into a fight upstairs, broke his tavern a little bit. I've asked for a new room and his silence on which room it is.
And we've bribed him so hard we could literally put the gold into a sack and beat him to death with it.
The first
Yeah.
day that he met us,
No more murder.
Jewel was playing music or something, and now she's crawling around on the floor.
I did not
Yeah.
crawl.
and not to mention Talk was also helping serve that night that everybody
Yep.
met too. Yeah.
That's right.
Haseo, where are you sitting at in the tavern?
I assume you walked up and sat down right next to me because I was just in front of the barkeep, twiddling
Okay.
my thumbs because nobody was here.
I will place the bag without even moving my head. Just my head is still down. I'm going to pick up the bag and place it on the table. My hand's still on it. And just be like, your share is technically 20, but we're thinking about just making a pool. And then I let it go. And I'm going to grab my drink, lift my head up, toss one back, put it down, and put my head back down.
Well, if you're looking at Haseo, you clearly see that there's a coiled whip on his waist.
PTSD question mark.
And look, the whip looks awful familiar.
I assume everything was as we left it.
As far as I know, nothing in the crypt has moved, but it is closed now.
Well, at least there's that.
The halflings, I guess, at least her body is laid to rest. He'll lower his voice when he says that. She's laid to rest in the first crypt when entering. The first tomb when entering the crypt.
Is the bottle still on the counter?
No, he. That's the top shelf bottle. He put that back.
I'm gonna tap the bar then next to my cup and just look at him.
All right. He cocks an eyebrow at you.
How much is this drink each cup?
It's half a gold each cup.
Oh, okay, cool. So I've already paid for both of these.
He takes the bottle down, pours another for you, caps it, and puts it back up.
I knock it back too.
This is kind of an early start. Are you feeling stressed out now that our party is in the know?
That's it. That's all. That's all you
I
get
mean,
from me.
I may have been a little carried away, but I didn't mean to attack Jewel. I was just trying to prevent everyone from finding out the way they did.
I know,
So-
I know. But with what I had just done, it was I didn't want you getting caught up in it too, especially since you weren't there. I didn't need you to be accused of things happening to people who are still alive too.
Well, everyone else seems to know the details, but they didn't see it. Haseo looks down at the bar, pretty much at his hands. It's like, I was there when, I guess, she was taken.
Shh. I'm just gonna like dagger my eyes over at the barkeep and then back at him.
You guys, did you know that you can cast fireball out of a trombone?
Excuse me, what?
Do you
I just-
have a trombone now, Jewel?
I
Is
want
Jewel
one.
here?
Oh,
That news has given me a tromboner.
wow.
No.
Pocket
No, you
sand.
did not. No, you did not.
The sounds don't help talk.
I mean,
Just
the clapping would be Haseo.
I'm gonna say, talk, that if anything in that regard is burning, you may see the local cleric. Or Zampiros, maybe. Maybe you should go see Zampiros about that.
I'm simply trying to cheer up everyone else. It's as eventful as and Talk's kind of like holding in like the absurd laugh, like just thinking about the absurdity of the past couple of days. Just with the past couple of days, we could use a bit of cheering up. I shall provide, if need be.
Intrigued, I shall turn around and look at Talk and go, well, then provide.
Well, let's see here. Hold on, I'm checking something. I'm sorry, I just had the stupidest thought.
If you shake this goddamn ball, Talk.
Oh, gracious.
No, that's not what I was gonna do. But I thought how funny it would be if he fucking casted catapult on your drink and just launched it at your face. Surprise! He can't do that. That's not something he would do. He would not be like that.
Sounds like something a 10-year-old would do. It fits.
Stop giving me reasoning to do it. I'm trying to make the robot a good person.
I'll help you. My drink is empty. I chugged that shit as soon as I got it.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's see here. What can he do? What can he do? Actually, I'll tell you what. Something to cheer up. I have an idea. Okay. Talk's just gonna like pause for a moment and like think to himself. and he's gonna pull from his bag the little malachite gems and like a scrap of paper or two, and he's just gonna start doing some doodles while inspecting the gems. So if you look over, he's working on schematics of some kind, like a little plan for something, but it's very much so chicken scratch at the moment since he's like brainstorming with it. Haseo, I do believe you muted yourself, by the way.
What?
Okay, just
What
double
does
check.
that have to do with me?
No, he's got a point.
Chicken scratch what now?
So he's basically like he had a thought and he pulled out the little malachite gems that they had found, that we had all found in what's it called, the crypt, and he's just like has like a little piece of paper out and he's doing some like doodles, like he's making like schematics or something, but it's very much so brainstorming stuff, so very much rough draft.
It's not like a 10-year-old stick figure drawing of
No,
the
very much think
Sherlock
so
Holmes
like
investigation recreation scene, right?
no, more so think like prototyping designs. If you've ever seen how people do like the prototyping concept art for things, it's very much so like that. Like he's doing like dimension scaling and whatnot, and like he's got like bullet points and spots where he's just like, perhaps this design, or how difficult would this be, materials required, cost, that type of stuff.
Okay, does this look like something that you are actually trying to make, or you're just like taking notes so that you can make something in the future with it?
So it looks like, I mean, it is a bit of a mess at the moment, but it looks like he might actively start working on it, but he's planning it out first.
Okay, so there's not a drawing that could give me any inclination of what you might be trying to make.
So you might have to give him a set because he's still kind of like, he's like, the very first thing he's doing is he's like checking like the dimensions of the malachite gems and whatnot and kind of like sketching those out. And from what you can tell, he's specifically making 6 of the same thing, specifically like something that each person could hold on to. Perhaps just like a little trinket or something along those lines.
More
But
bells.
it involves the gems.
We're all just gonna have bells, wear them on our necks, so we know where we are at all
Talk,
times.
Talk already has a bell.
I know. That's why I said
Although,
that.
funnily enough, it doesn't have a clapper in it. So, or
Or
that's
the
what the
clap
little
if you're nasty.
what?
Nothing.
I mean, it's funny because if he flicks it, it makes a short violin song, but that's all it does. And he's constantly holding on to it to relax, but that's a different thing. Talk's also just kind of thinking to himself. Oh, and like as he talks as well, I almost forgot about this. But he'll also look over to Jewel because I'm presuming that they're sitting close enough, considering how they both grab books. And Talk's also just kind of babysitting at this point. Talk mentions like,
I'm not your baby. You have to ask me to dinner first.
What?
I said, I'm not your baby. You gotta ask me to dinner first.
She's saying she's not a cheap date.
All right. So 88 gold, 9 EP, 157 silver, 377 copper. Okay. Anyways.
All I heard was Talk said he's Jules' sugar daddy now.
That is not a sentence I expected to hear today.
It's too late. It's canon.
And now she's baby. A sugar baby.
All right.
You
I
missed
just
some shit.
got a phone call that we did not want to get. So
Okay.
I'm going to have to close the game here now. And I'll let you guys know what's what, little one, as soon as we get some more words. But I don't know when the next game's going to be. We're just going to have to wait on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everything all right?
No. We got a phone call that we did not want to receive.
All right. Well, we're
I
thinking
hope
about you.
everything turns out okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care, Jeff.
Bye bye.
Later.